Right now, as you watch this video, there are microscopic cancer cells inside your body. Not just a possibility, not just a high risk, they are actually there right now. So why do many people live to 80 or 90 years old without ever developing cancer? The answer isn't good genetics, it isn't luck, and it certainly isn't divine favor. The truth is that every single one of our bodies is silently fighting cancer every day, every hour, every minute. Some win, some lose. What determines which side wins is what I am going to explain right now. Throughout my years of practice, I have witnessed so many things. Healthy young patients who suddenly receive a terminal cancer diagnosis, but also elderly patients who have gone through major treatments and lived well for many more years simply by adopting the right lifestyle changes. That showed me a crucial truth. Your daily eating habits affect your health far more than most people think. In this video, I will share 5 foods that scientific studies have proven can help strengthen your body's natural defense against cancer. What I am sharing is not a magic cure, nor is it a guarantee of healing, but rather evidence-based scientific information to give you more choices in taking care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click subscribe right now. It is completely free. Information like this is something many people need to know. Let me start with a discovery that will shock many of you. When researchers performed autopsies on people who died in traffic accidents, individuals who had no cancer diagnosis and no symptoms whatsoever, what did they find? They found cancer. Specifically, 40% of women in their 40s had microscopic clusters of breast cancer cells in their bodies. 50% of men in their 50s had microscopic prostate cancer. 70% of people over 70 had microscopic thyroid cancer. Yet they didn't die of cancer, they died from accidents. What does that mean? It means their bodies successfully kept those cancer cells in check, preventing them from spreading and preventing them from causing symptoms. And your body is doing the exact same thing right now. The question is, how well is it doing it? Our body has 3 main defense systems against cancer. Understanding these 3 things will help you realize why the foods I am about to mention are so important. The first system, the immune system. There are billions of cells in our bodies. Every day, some cells grow abnormally, mutate, and become precancerous. The immune system has special cells called natural killer NK cells. They patrol constantly, 24 hours a day. When they detect an abnormal cell, they destroy it immediately. Think of them like security guards in a large building. They check every room and every floor, and anyone without valid identification is handled right away. When the immune system functions well, cancer has no chance to grow. When it weakens, that is when the real trouble begins. The second system, controlling chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation is good. When you cut your finger, your body triggers an inflammatory response to fight infection and heal the wound. That is a normal protective mechanism. But chronic inflammation is completely different. Chronic inflammation is like a low-grade fire smoldering inside your body day and night. It releases chemical substances that cause cells to divide faster and harder, ignoring normal signals to stop. Cancer cells thrive in that environment. Here in the US, many people frequently eat fried foods, charcoal-grilled meats, processed foods, drink alcohol, or stay up late. All of these fuel chronic inflammation in the body. People with chronic conditions like chronic hepatitis, chronic gastritis, or chronic colitis have a higher rate of cancer, not because those conditions directly cause cancer, but because the continuous inflammatory environment creates ideal conditions for cancer to develop. The third system, controlling tumor blood supply, angiogenesis. This is something most people have never heard of, and I find it to be the most important. Cancer cells need to eat too. They need oxygen and nutrients. However, a microscopic cluster of cancer cells cannot feed itself. They are limited to a size of about 2 millimeters. about the size of a ballpoint pen tip. At that size, they are harmless, unless they command the body to sprout new blood vessels to feed them. When a tumor succeeds in doing that, everything changes completely. From a tiny, harmless cluster of cells, it can grow up to 16,000 times larger in just a few weeks. 16,000 times. That is the difference between a harmless dot and a life-threatening tumor. But here's the good news. The body is fully capable of saying no to that demand from cancer. When this defense system works well, the tumor has no blood vessels, no food, cannot grow, and remains a tiny, harmless dot forever. So what determines whether these systems are strong or weak? A massive part of it is what you eat every day. I have reviewed hundreds of research papers on diet and cancer. 5 foods stand out with clear, consistent scientific evidence from multiple independent human studies. These aren't expensive imported items or hard-to-find supplements. These are items you can buy right at your local supermarket for a very low cost. Food number 1, green tea. Do you drink tea every day? If you do, that is an exceptionally good habit, though you might not know its true value yet. If you don't, I think after hearing this section, you'll want to start immediately. Green tea contains a group of natural compounds called catechins. The most prominent among them goes by the abbreviation EGCG. You don't need to remember the name, just know that it is the most powerful bioactive compound found in green tea, and it does 3 crucial things. Significantly reduces inflammation. A study from the University of California showed that drinking green tea regularly for 8 weeks helped improve inflammatory markers in the blood by 30% to 50%. This is a remarkable improvement, comparable to certain anti-inflammatory medications, but from a simple cup of tea. Boosts immune cell activity. A study from Brigham Young University found that elderly individuals who drank 3 cups of green tea daily for 3 months saw their natural killer cell activity improve by up to 47%, nearly 50%. This means their immune system became almost half again as effective at detecting and destroying abnormal cells. Inhibits tumor blood vessel growth. EGCG in green tea can cut off the signals from tumors when they try to command the body to grow new blood vessels. Animal studies showed that tumors grew 60% slower in the group given green tea extract compared to the control group. Human studies are even more impressive. A 10-year tracking study in Japan involving over 8,000 people compared those who drank 5 or more cups of green tea daily to those who drank less than 1 cup. The results showed that the heavy tea drinking group had a 40% lower rate of colon cancer, 30% lower rate of stomach cancer, and 50% lower rate of esophageal cancer. Why digestive tract cancers in particular? Because when you drink tea, catechins pass through the entire digestive system, from the mouth down the esophagus, into the stomach, and through the intestines. Every area it passes through receives a protective coating from these compounds. However, tea must be brewed properly or you lose most of its benefits. How to brew green tea properly. The most common mistake: pouring 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, boiling water directly over the tea leaves. High temperatures destroy catechins and strip away most of the precious nutrients. The correct way: heat water to about 175 degrees Fahrenheit to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius, or bring it to a boil and let it cool for 3 minutes. Steep the tea for 5 minutes. If using tea bags, dunk it up and down several times to release more catechins. Then sip it slowly. The dosage shown effective in studies is 2 to 3 cups per day, consumed consistently. If you want to increase efficacy, try matcha. Matcha is ground powder from whole green tea leaves. When drinking matcha, you consume the entire leaf rather than just what dissolves in water. 1 cup of matcha is equivalent to about 10 cups of regular green tea in catechin content. Food number 2, broccoli and cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cabbage, Napa cabbage, cauliflower, and kale all belong to a special vegetable family. What sets these vegetables apart is that they contain a group of compounds called sulforaphane. This is what creates that distinct pungent smell when cooked. Many people dislike that smell, but that smell is the smell of health. Sulforaphane works in three main ways. Boosts immunity by stimulating an increase in both the quantity and quality of natural killer cells. Triggers an intracellular mechanism that prompts the body to produce its own endogenous antioxidants. Instead of taking external supplements, sulforaphane signals your cells to manufacture their own protective compounds, which are far more potent than pill supplements. Inhibits new blood vessel growth in tumors. Now I need to tell you something most people don't know about broccoli. The part we usually eat is the head, the green florets at the top. But the long, light green stalk that many people trim off and discard actually contains twice as much sulforaphane as the florets. I meet many patients who say they eat broccoli for health, but when I ask for details, it turns out they are throwing away the best part of the plant. Don't throw away the stalks anymore. If you find the outer stalk tough, slice it thinly on a 45-degree angle and sauté it with garlic and olive oil, or dice it finely for soups. A broccoli soup made from stems, onions, garlic, and broth blended smooth is delicious and rich in sulforaphane. The effective intake from research is about 1 cup of broccoli daily, including the stalk. However, there is something even more powerful: broccoli sprouts. These are 3-day-old germinated broccoli seeds. They look like tiny bean sprouts with white stems and small green leaves. These sprouts contain up to 100 times more sulforaphane than mature broccoli. Why? Because when the plant is young, all the sulforaphane is concentrated right there. As it grows into a mature plant, the compound gets diluted throughout the larger body. A study from Johns Hopkins University showed that people who consumed about 2 ounces, 60 grams, of broccoli sprouts daily for 3 months experienced up to a 60% reduction in cancer risk markers in their blood and urine. Additionally, researchers discovered that over 200 genes related to cellular protection were activated. 200 genes from a small handful of sprouts each day. You can easily grow broccoli sprouts at home using broccoli seeds, a mason jar, and 3 days. Soak 2 tablespoons of seeds overnight, then rinse and drain them twice daily. By the 3rd day, you have fresh sprouts ready to eat. The cost is practically negligible, but the health value is immense. Food number 3, papaya. Do you eat papaya regularly? If so, you are doing a wonderful thing for your lungs without fully realizing why. Ripe papaya contains a group of compounds called carotenoids, specifically beta-cryptoxanthin. This gives ripe papaya its vibrant orange color. Remarkably, once inside the body, beta-cryptoxanthin tends to accumulate in lung tissue. There, it helps reduce inflammation and inhibits the formation of new blood vessels that nourish tumors. An 18-year Harvard University study tracking over 70,000 women showed that those with the highest consumption of beta-cryptoxanthin had a 31% lower risk of lung cancer compared to those with the lowest intake. Notably, this result was independent of whether they were former smokers or non-smokers. Even among former smokers, eating plenty of papaya was associated with a significantly lower risk of lung cancer. The required amount is about 1 cup of ripe papaya daily, eaten fresh or frozen. I want to address the issue of fruit sugar, as many people worry about it. People hear that sugar feeds cancer and avoid eating fruit. This is widely misunderstood. It is true that cancer cells use sugar for energy, but so do normal cells. Your brain runs on glucose as well. The problem isn't natural sugar from whole fruit. The problem is refined sugar, sodas, and pastries that cause sudden blood sugar spikes. Fresh whole fruit contains sugar accompanied by fiber, vitamins, and protective compounds. Fiber slows sugar absorption, preventing rapid spikes, and in papaya, the protective compounds far outweigh the small amount of natural sugar present. Studies comparing people who regularly eat fresh whole fruit to those who don't consistently show that fruit eaters have lower cancer rates. Enjoy your papaya without worry. Just avoid canned fruit in heavy syrup, added sugars, or dried fruits loaded with extra sugar. Food number 4, purple sweet potatoes. You might have seen purple sweet potatoes at your local grocery store or farmer's market. Purple skin on the outside and deep violet, almost charcoal purple flesh on the inside. That purple hue comes from a group of compounds called anthocyanins, the same pigments that give grapes their purple color, red cabbage its dark shade, and blueberries their deep blue. Anthocyanins are potent antioxidants with strong anti-inflammatory properties. But when it comes to cancer, the most fascinating aspect is a lesser-known mechanism. A study from Penn State University showed that purple sweet potato extract slowed tumor growth by 65% compared to standard white potatoes. An even more intriguing study from Ohio State University focused on cancer stem cells. This is a critical concept that I want to explain simply. When cancer is treated with chemotherapy or radiation, the vast majority of cancer cells are destroyed. The tumor shrinks and the patient is declared cancer-free. However, sometimes years later, the cancer returns. Why? Because within a tumor, there is a small, specialized group of cells called cancer stem cells. They are like dandelion seeds. You can cut down the visible plant, but if the seeds remain in the soil, the weed will grow back. Most chemotherapy drugs kill regular cancer cells, but fail to kill cancer stem cells, which is the root cause of many cancer recurrences. The anthocyanins in purple sweet potatoes were found to selectively target and destroy colon cancer stem cells, while leaving surrounding healthy colon cells unharmed. Researchers call this selective toxicity, targeting cancer without harming healthy tissue. How to prepare purple sweet potatoes. Any method works: boiled, baked, steamed, or in soups. A favorite method of mine is making a smooth purple sweet potato soup. Purple sweet potato, onion, garlic, vegetable broth, and a pinch of black pepper. The color is beautiful and the nutrition is exceptional. Here is a valuable tip. After cooking, let the sweet potatoes cool completely in the refrigerator. When the starch cools, its structure transforms into what is called resistant starch. Resistant starch passes through the small intestine undigested and goes straight to the colon, serving as food for beneficial bacteria. These bacteria ferment resistant starch into short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation throughout the whole body. Therefore, cooked and cooled purple sweet potatoes are even better for you than eating them hot out of the oven. Simply warm them up gently before eating. Aim for 1 medium purple sweet potato or 1 cup of diced purple sweet potato a few times a week. Food number 5, pomegranates. Pomegranates have been used in medicine for thousands of years across various cultures, and for good reason. Pomegranates contain a group of compounds called elagitannins. When you eat pomegranates or drink pure pomegranate juice, these compounds travel down to your colon. There, gut bacteria break them down into smaller metabolites, and it is those metabolites that actively protect your health. Elagitannins from pomegranates have 2 main researched effects: inhibiting tumor blood vessel growth. A study from UCLA was conducted on men with prostate cancer who had undergone treatment but whose PSA levels were rising again. A rising PSA post-treatment usually signals that cancer is returning. These men were given 8 ounces, 240 milliliters, of pure pomegranate juice daily. Before drinking the juice, the average time it took for their PSA levels to double, a measure of cancer growth speed, was 15 months. After drinking pomegranate juice regularly, that doubling time extended to 54 months. The cancer was still present, but its growth rate slowed down dramatically. Some patients maintained stable levels for years without requiring additional medical interventions. Nurturing gut bacteria vital for anti-cancer immunity. Elagitannins stimulate the colon to produce more protective mucus. More mucus creates a better habitat for a specific, highly beneficial gut bacterium. This bacterium plays a key role in activating the immune system against cancer. Research in cancer immunotherapy, one of the most advanced treatment fields today, revealed that patients who responded well to immunotherapy had high levels of this beneficial bacterium in their gut. Non-responders lacked it. When researchers transferred this bacterium from responsive patients to non-responsive ones, the second group began responding to treatment. A single strain of bacteria altered cancer treatment outcomes, and pomegranates are one of the most effective foods to boost that bacterium in your gut. How to consume pomegranates. Drink 8 ounces, 240 milliliters of pure pomegranate juice daily. It must be 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar, no juices mixed in. Pure pomegranate juice can be quite tart. If it's too sharp, dilute it with equal parts water. Alternatively, eat fresh pomegranate seeds sprinkled over salads, mixed into yogurt, or as fruit. 1 medium pomegranate yields about 3/4 cup of seeds. The best time to drink pomegranate juice is in the evening before bed, as gut bacteria work overnight to break down elagitannins into protective compounds while you sleep. A practical daily schedule. Here is a realistic, easy-to-follow daily schedule. This isn't a rigid meal plan, but a practical routine based on research. Morning. Wake up and drink a properly brewed cup of green tea. 180 degrees Fahrenheit water steeped for 5 minutes, or a cup of matcha. Add ripe papaya as part of your breakfast. Lunch. Include broccoli or cabbage with lunch. If you have broccoli sprouts, sprinkle half a cup over your meal. Have a second cup of green tea after lunch. Afternoon. Enjoy a snack of ripe papaya or a handful of pomegranate seeds. Dinner. Rotate purple sweet potatoes into your evening menu a few times a week. Before bed, drink 8 ounces of 100% pure pomegranate juice, diluted with water if needed. By following this routine, you incorporate all 5 superfoods into your day. The total daily cost is around $2 to $3 if purchased in season at local grocery stores. A tiny investment compared to the health benefits provided. 3 crucial reminders. From over 25 years of working directly with patients, I have a few final thoughts to share. Consistency matters more than intensity. Eating these foods once won't change anything. Eating them consistently day after day, month after month, that is when real improvement happens. The immune system strengthens over time, inflammation subsides over weeks, and beneficial gut bacteria build colonies over about a month. This is a lifestyle, not an instant fix. Buy frozen when fresh is unavailable or expensive. Frozen papaya and frozen broccoli are completely fine. Produce is typically flash frozen right at peak ripeness, preserving more nutrients than fresh produce that has sat in storage for days. Inform your physician. If you are currently undergoing active cancer treatment, always inform your oncologist or primary care doctor about these dietary additions. Before we finish, I want to say something straight from the heart. In my clinical experience, I meet so many people who blame themselves when their health declines, accepting symptoms as an inevitable fate of aging. But much of what we call aging is actually the cumulative effect of unsuitable habits over decades. Eating too fast, overeating, consuming processed foods, drinking sugar-sweetened beverages, staying underhydrated, and lack of movement. You aren't broken, you just haven't been given the right information at the right time. The human body has an astonishing capacity to heal and protect itself when provided the right conditions. The 5 foods in this video are not miracle drugs. I would never use that phrase. They are science-backed support tools that fit into everyday life and are safe when used properly. Combined with healthy lifestyle choices, they build a foundation for your body to defend itself in a truly sustainable way. If this video was helpful to you, I have a small request. Share it with a loved one over 50, someone who could benefit from this information, someone you care about. Right information at the right time can make a genuine difference in their life. And if you want to learn more about practical, evidence-based health habits, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new videos. I post new videos every week, striving to bring you useful health insights without sales pitches. I am therapist Judy Byington. Thank you for spending your time watching today. I wish you great health and peace of mind.